So if we start with £1,000, yeah.
And then we go, how much should we go for a month? 5%, 6%?
Let's do low bar, so let's do 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing 5% in our trading per month.
Yeah.
And then you might be adding £100 a month.
Yeah, so you've got £100 left over each month that you could use to play with. So put that in your trading account, again, once you know what you're doing and you are consistently profitable. So if you did that at the end of your first year, your £1,000 would have actually grown from £1,000 to £3,217, which is actually a percentage 12-month growth totally of 222%.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what does it look like in year 5?
We're going to jump straight to year 5. Brilliant. Okay, so year 5, so if people stay consistent. And by the way, again, remember we can do 5 to 10%. So we're taking a lower bar here. And within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I would expect your skill set to improve and you to get higher percentages than just 5%. But at the end of your 5th year, your £1,000 would have grown to just under 53,000.
53,000 in 5 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem real.
No, but this is just the numbers.
Yeah.
This is where the numbers really kick in. And we know that this is possible because this is what star trading students are doing and are achieving. Yeah. But
That's
what
amazing.
I will say is that if we did take the money out in the sense of we don't add anything extra, your pure ROI on 5% works out at 80% per year. Compounded, but not adding in any extra money. So that doesn't quite hit our target of doubling your money. So the way we double our money is you don't have to get all the way up to 10% per month. The way we would double our money using compound interest is to hit that lower bar, not 5%, but 6%. And if you hit 6% per month, I'll do the numbers properly just to make sure, then you're hitting 101%.
That's amazing.
Which is doubling your money.
Okay, so I have £1,000. I'm putting it in the account. I'm not adding anything else. I'm making 6% every month through trading.
Yeah.
What does the end of year 1 look like?
End of year 1, it's going to feel low. I mean, it's still doubled, but it's only £1,000. So you're just over £2,000.
But I haven't added any money, Lewis.
You've added nothing
I've
in.
just done
Yeah.
trading. Okay, and then 2 years?
2 years would be 4,000.
So we've doubled it again.
Yeah.
And then 5 years?
5 years would be 33,000.
33.
Do you want to know what 10 years would
I
be?
do.
So just 6%, never adding in anything extra. You've only ever put in £1,000. You have just over 1 million.
What?
Yeah.
Can you send me this spreadsheet?
You have it.
I do have it. No, I do have it. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
Why don't more people know about compound interest? Like, why weren't we taught this in school?
Lewis. I know, I'm sorry. I'll go back. I'll change the education
Yeah.
system. First of all, let's just be really honest. For you to get to that 1 million, you have to be consistent for 10 years. Like, that is the reality behind it. So a lot of people just won't do that. And we talked about this kind of off camera beforehand, but the reality is, when you feel like that small snowball at the start, it's hard to see the massive boulder of snow at the end. It's very hard to keep going in that process. So it does take willpower. And I think this is partly where being part of a trading community is really, really helpful, because you see other people starting to achieve that. You know it's possible, you keep going. So it's totally worth being part of a trading community. I think we weren't taught it. I've got various reasons behind why I think we weren't taught it, but people just, people don't want to stick with the process. And if it feels like in your first year just £1,000 growth isn't enough, I totally get that. It wouldn't be enough for me. I wouldn't feel great, but what you're doing is you're giving yourself a skill set for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life is going to be absolutely killing it if you can just keep going for that first year or so.
How long have you been trading for?
10 years.
10 years. So you should be a millionaire.
I should be. The problem is property.
You've spent it.
I have.
Well,
I've
that's
spent
the
it all.
other thing. Like, you do want to take some of that money out, don't you?
Exactly. And one of the things we do with our mentees when they get to this level is we talk about, right, what's your overall wealth strategy? What do you want to achieve from wealth perspective? What are you also comfortable with actually having in your trading account? Because certain people have different levels of financial comfortability, and you can push through them, of course you can, but some people are very happy with 10,000 in their account. They don't want to go higher. Some people are happy with 50. Some people are happy with 500,000. We've taught students at all those different ranges. So what are your overall wealth goals? I don't like going to bed with £5,000 at risk on one trade. That's just me. I don't like that. I would rather reinvest some of those profits into things like property, and nice holidays and a nice house and things like that. So it's all about where you're comfortable, but this is what is possible. You just have to stay true to the system and the process.
Yeah. Okay, can we do 2 more examples?
Yes, of course.
So say you've got a little savings nest egg of, say, £20,000.
Yeah.
Let's put that in.
Yeah.
And tell me the figures after 6%.
So I'm gonna change the game a little bit here.
Okay.
So again, we're not going to add anything in. I'm going to go even lower bar. So I'm going to go down to 2% per month.
What?
Yeah. So I'm taking it right down there.
Okay.
So if you have 2% per month as your average for the year, and you have 20,000, at the end of that year, you're still up to 25,000, just over 25,000, which is an annual percentage return of 27% for just 30 minutes a day. And if you're in the UK, you don't pay any tax on that. So after your 5 years, after your 5 years of 2%, then that 20,000 has grown to 65,000.
Nice.
Yeah. So even you, Sophie, were like, oh, 20 to 25, that's no biggie. But then again, you extrapolate it once you actually are compounding and compounding.
Yeah.
What do you think that 20,000 becomes at just 2% after 10 years?
10 years. Okay, well, we made $1 million.
That was higher percentage.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I can't do the maths. 20. So we've gone to where? 60?
After 5 years, yeah.
60. So we'll at least double that. But it's compound interest, so it's bigger. 200?
Yeah, so just over 215,000.
Wow.
And that's just 2% per month. That's one trade for us.
Yeah.
This is what's amazing.
That's amazing.
So if we were to hit our lower bar, well, not lower bar than 2%, but our low bar of what we expect our students to hit, not add anything in, 5% at the end of year 1 turns 20,000 tax-free into 36,000. So nearly double, but not quite. 5 years, that is 373,000.
What?
Yeah. And that's just 5%. So what do you think it is after 10 years?
$1 million.
So it's just under 7 million.
Wow. That's insane.